Welcome to Dobby Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is what's in my toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. And in this installment, we have this Pro User HK350 mini compact hacksaw. I don't know why we needed to call it mini and compact. Compact would have just been fine, or mini would have just been fine. But it's a fairly nice mini hacksaw. It takes your standard hacksaw blades. This is a 10 inch, it takes up 12 inch. And obviously this blade that comes with it is a 10 inch by half inch by 24 teeth per half inch. So it's fairly fine teeth, I believe. And yeah, it's really nice all metal construction on the actual hacksaw handle. This nice little rubber thumb grip here. This is really quite useful for when you're cutting. And yeah, got a nice handle here. You can remove it by removing these 3 screws. I might show you that later on. And obviously to remove the hacksaw blade itself, just need to undo the screw here. I'll show you that in just a second. Let's talk about what sort of usage you get out of this. It's one of those that you'd use in tight spots where you can't get like a rip saw or a standard hacksaw or any power tool really. It's like something really difficult up the back of the engine. This isn't the blades I normally use. I normally use a slightly different blade, slightly more high quality blade. The blade that comes with it is not the best, I'm not going to lie to you here. But with a normal, decent hacksaw blade, you can cut quite a lot of stuff. It does work the arms out quite a bit, and you end up with arms like Popeye, so like full of muscles. Obviously Popeye might not be the best thing, depending on if you remember Popeye from your youth, let me know in the comments. I used to enjoy watching it. It was quite funny. Get your spinach and all that. And now let's move on to showing you how to change the blade. So before I do that, I just want to put about this screwdriver is from last year's Tool Advent calendar, and it's pretty good. And I will be doing a video on this on the first Tuesday in December. As always, I always do the last year's Tool Advent calendar the following year on the first Tuesday in December. And I'm watching the Toolbox series that you're watching now. And yeah, so also we're on the Advent calendar time. We do now know what the Advent calendar is going to be for this year, and there will be an announcement later in the month, so keep an eye out unless you're watching after the end of November, in which case thank you for watching. But the Advent calendar will be out. Just search my videos, you'll find it. And yeah, so let's show you how to change the blade. So fairly straightforward. All you have to do is just remove this screw. There we go. And just pop it out. And that's literally all you have to do. It's got a nice little retaining nut with some ridges in, so it bites into the actual blade itself. And this, like I said, this is a 10 inch blade. You can use up to 12 inch, you can also use slightly shorter as well. As long as you can get it all the way in there, and to put it back on, you slide it down, hook it into the bottom there, and tighten the screw down. Sometimes you have to hold the nut at the back, depending on how loose you got it. Just torque it down nice and tight. And literally it's held in by this one little nut and bolt screw. And yeah, it's fairly good. The only time it becomes an issue is if you happen to like pinch the blade. If you're cutting through something and the blade pinches, the metal pinches on it, it will work its way loose and then it will pull the whole blade out, and it does get quite annoying. So just bear that in mind. And you can also bang yourself into stuff, which is really quite awkward. And yeah, so I'll just quickly show you how to take the handle off in case you want to use it without a handle on. I don't know whether you want to. The good handle is one of the nice things about this. So just literally remove 3 screws. So there's this one here. One out. There we are. That's 1. And 2. And I wonder if you could use this with a different hacksaw handle. I haven't actually tried that. But next time I get a different hacksaw handle, I might try that. I do like this comfort grip handle on it. And yeah, just pop it out and then just literally slide your comfort grip handle off, and just literally a basic compact hacksaw handle there. And yeah, it's quite steady, quite nice. Obviously it's not held in by anything at the back here, you see. That's the only downside to it. If it had like a little catch where you'd have to put the screw through to hold this in, I think you'd probably hold it a bit better. But yeah, you can use slightly wider blades than this. This is a 10mm wide, but you could probably use a slightly wider, maybe the standard 12.5 mils. But yeah, like I said, it is in there fairly tight. It takes a lot of force to get it actually out. But yeah, so we'll put the handle back on quickly, and then we'll move on to our final thoughts. Oh, before I move on, there's also this little here. So if you're working at height with this, which I wouldn't recommend, but you can put a little lanyard through it, so if you drop it, you can hook it around your wrist and actually drop it all the way to the floor. So that's the long way round. No, that's right around. Let me put it back on that way. There we are. And just slide down, it clicks into place, and then you've got your screw holes accessible. And yeah, it's a fairly handy, nice little tool. So just put these screws back in for you. Get them nice and started by hand and just run them in. And there we go. Obviously always start the screws by hand. I don't know how many times you say that, but you've got a common PSA. And yeah, overall, we'll move on to my final thoughts in just a second, but they go back together quite quickly. So if you did want to take it apart, maybe you've broken off the hacksaw blade inside and you can't get it out. Another useful thing there really, maybe that's why we put screws on it. I would have thought they would have moulded it on, but maybe that's the reason why they don't. Yeah, overall it's a fairly decent and well built little thing. I'm just going to quickly show you a cut with it. So this is a suspension bolt. You may have seen this in the previous videos. It's fairly hard, and yeah, the bike's just fairly even with the cheap blade. It does, like I say, give you quite a good range of motion, and even at this end. So if you just literally just reach a little tip of it on there, good. It does move a fair amount of thing, I don't know if you can see that on the camera. This blade, like I said, isn't the best. You get fairly hot when you work a lot, and like I said, it will really work the forearms, so it'll work out for you there. And yeah, now I'm going to move on to my final thoughts. And this is a really nice tool. There are better designs out there that hold the blade more secure, and that's part of the reason why I'm going to be giving it a 2-spanner rating. That being said, it is a really nice little hacksaw handle, and for the occasional use, you couldn't do anything heavy duty with it. For like occasional use, like you're stuck in a pinch, you need to cut some plastic or some metal, like a bolt like this. It will take you a while, but you would get it done. So overall, 2 spanners, not a bad score for a little tool like this. They're fairly cheap and inexpensive. And now a huge shout out to my Fixing Club members, Mako, Rodney, Jason and Sebby. Thank you all very much for your support. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.